Hello and welcome again to the Lady Chapel of St Mary's Parish Church in Hinckley for another one of the meditations. I'm going to start this time with a reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel and the 37th chapter, the first few verses. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. He led me to and fro among them, and I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. He asked me, Son of man, can these bones live? I said, O sovereign Lord, you alone know. Then he said to me, Prophesy to these bones and say to them, Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. And when I was reading that passage, it is a prophecy, and although it was written several hundred years ago, you have to look and think, is the prophecy still relevant today, 2,000 odd years after the birth of Christ? And I believe it is. You see, I liken the bones to my faith, which in the past couple of years has deteriorated to a point where I could almost say I have no faith. Yes, I still attended church. Why did I attend church? Because I'm a musician and I enjoy the music of the church. But as for faith, well, when you get dished out that sort of treatment, you think, is there really a God looking after you? But there are two points which come out here. First of all, your faith is tested, and it is tested by being dealt these sort of trials and tribulations. Yes, it tested me almost to the point of my faith dying completely. And that's the first point. The second point is then that I start thinking about God and about the angels that God sends and God uses. And it takes me back again to just prior to Christmas 2021, Christmas last year, when I met someone and at a social gathering, and at the end of the social gathering, this person asked me if they could pray with me. And I said, yes, of course. And a prayer was duly said in the middle of a crowded hallway in a house. People all about, but nobody was taking any notice. And I was listening to the prayer that was being said. The prayer was very strong, and in the course of the next few weeks, months, my faith returned. But not only did it returned stronger than it had been before. And I started realizing that through this angel who'd been sent to me, I was perhaps listening to a call, a calling to a form of ministry within the church. What form that ministry will take, I don't yet know. But God will guide, and my angel is still guiding me today. So from dry bones in a valley that were clothed, that in the following verses that after the ones I read, tendons were put on the bones and breath was breathed into the flesh and they came alive. So with faith, faith comes alive even after trials and tribulations, and all they are challenges from which you take great strength. Amen.